who's here. Hi, Ed. I'm sure there's a misunderstanding, right?
Yeah.
It would be the first time I heard the economic development
No.
coordinator or the head of planning and development asking a business to leave.
It is? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working in economic development for 7 years, and then planning and development now. I would never advise
Right.
anyone to move out of Hammond.
This is a tough situation. I
Yeah.
think we all acknowledge.
I think what Dr. Freed might be thinking is he does have a whiting office, so I asked him during the heavy construction months if there was an option of him pausing on the downtown and taking, relocating those offices to Whiting while we finish up the west side of the street.
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
I think that's good. All right. You know what? I don't really feel like you and Ann fighting in front of a whole audience. No, but I do want to set up a meeting with you. And then you and Ann can fight your butt off right in front of me. I have no problem with that. No. I'm not trying to fight with you either, sir. I'd be frustrated if I were sitting in your shoes too. Okay? So we're going to follow this up. Can you do me a favor? Can you give your contact to Christy over here at that? Do you mind, doctor? And then we'll follow it up and we'll set up a meeting with you soon. ASAP. Probably like next week if that's all right. And then I'll make sure I have the right people there. Okay, doctor? Thank you. Sorry about that. That's a tough situation. We'll make sure we have economic development there. And that's only. Hey, law department, how do you feel about that? Do you mind? I like calling you law department.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I represent part of the law department. I guess
When you hear something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a tough situation. Construction projects always impact businesses,
Great.
and we do what we can to accommodate them as much as possible. This one is obviously impacting the doctor significantly, especially because he has an elderly patient situation. And all I can say, from a legal perspective, obviously the city has the right to perform their construction projects, and they do it in a manner as quickly as possible, and with hopefully as little impact to the businesses around them. We've been working, for example, Mayor, with the businesses on Kennedy in Haskell as well, and trying to accommodate
similar
them.
situation.
Yeah, similar situation. So it's really just a matter of public works and engineering trying to make solutions for the businesses that are there, and hopefully it doesn't become a legal issue.
Cool. Thanks, doctor. All right.
Right over here, Mayor.
Any follow-up? Hi, sir. How you doing? Okay. Is this about our last question?
I feel.
No, we don't. Yeah, sir. It's a policy. Sorry.
All right. Despite of what I'm hearing here this evening, I wrote some things down. I want you to listen to this.
I mean, we just have simple rules.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, what are you going to do with the city of Hammond that is falling to ruin? Empty stores,
All right.
buildings boarded up, streets that aren't completed, but there's still construction going on elsewhere.
Is that a question?
Both Hammond and surrounding areas of Hammond are ghost towns. Day and night, people are in fear. Residents are not seen on city sidewalks anymore.
Where do you live?
My wife and I, where we came from, we only seen 3 people, and they were going to one of these fast food places. Other than that, we didn't see nobody.
Okay. All right. Is this your question?
How do you, Mr. Mayor, how do you plan on living all of the city of Hammond?
How do I plan on what?
How do you plan on living up the city of
Okay.
Hammond?
Thank you, sir.
We're looking for entertainment.
Okay. Thank you.
Still waiting.
Okay. Thanks for the question. I'm up for re-election right now. If you want to run for mayor, you could sign up. There's nobody running against me. There wasn't a Republican or a Democrat that ran against me. And 4 years ago, when I ran for mayor, there wasn't a Republican or a Democrat that ran against me then either. And what I'm saying that, sir, is because you do feel the way you do. I respect the way you feel. People have the right to feel the way they do, okay? I just think that you're in the extreme minority in those opinions. I think you're in the extreme minority when you say Hammond's a ghost town. In fact, Hammond's the biggest town in Northwest Indiana. I think you're in the extreme minority when you say Hammond residents live in fear. I've lived in this city for 20 years. I've never been scared in this city. And I drive everywhere, all hours. I don't know how to respond to your question other than say, sorry you feel that way. I'm just going to keep working hard for our city. And most people that come to Mayor's Night follow the rules, sir, and you're not. So we're going to pay attention to the people that follow the rules. So let's go ahead and do the next question. No. We follow the rules here, sir. Thank you. Hi, is that a follow-up to this?
Yeah, it was.
Thank you,
I just
sir.
got a question, because you have the Kennedy project going on, and you also have the downtown Hammond.
Very similar types of projects, yes.
Can the,
And this is like a follow-up to our original question, so
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
Can the resources of the Kennedy be shifted more towards the the Home and Avenue project?
Okay,
You
great
know,
question.
to make it be faster.
So you're like, if we're short on concrete for one project, can we shift the concrete to the other project to finish one, right?
Yeah.
But you have to understand, sir, I'm the mayor of the whole city, and I'm getting a lot of static right now in the second district, rightfully so, because this is a major construction area right now. When I'm in Hessville, I get the same thing in Hessville, and they want Hessville to be prioritized over downtown Hammond as well. And my job is to make everybody happy. So, they're very similar jobs. They're very similarly situated, funny enough, right? About halfway done. Is Kennedy also going to be buttoned up by the end of the year?
It'll be ahead of schedule, yeah, for this year. I'm sorry.
So
It'll be finished before this project.
So the funny thing is, these two projects are very, very similar. The entire thought process behind them, and they'll both be done around the same time. But so, I'm not sure if I answered your question or not. I was still reeling from the gentleman's question. If you look at if you want balance, and if you look at how much we're spending downtown versus what we're spending in Hessville, it's completely out of balance. The amount of money we're putting in downtown Hammond right now in the second district. If you count the project that the council and the mayor signed on to with the South Shore, right now, with confidence, looking you in the face, there's 100 million plus going on right now in the second district. 100 million in the second district. In Hessville, I love Hessville. That project's a $5 million project. Okay? So, the balance is way in the second district. By the way, and that's great. Second district leads, it has a lot of different challenges, and it's right in the path of the new South Shore. So, that's a blessing to the second district. It's going to result in tons of investment. By the way, second district residents, I was just in the building next door yesterday, going through, looking at the new developments and the condos they're building next door, and they're gorgeous. They've gutted that building, the Bank Calumet building, and they're building market rate condos. They're going to be rented. Phil, where are you? Look at that. Yeah. When are they going up?
Their plan was to have their marketing agent start leasing in spring of next year.
Right.
And they're hoping that by June or July they have a good understanding of how the leasing's going, and then they'll take it from there.
Okay. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
So we got a lot going on in the second district. I'm proud of what we're doing in Hessville, but in the second district, there's no district in the city of Hammond with more money being spent in it right now than the second district. And it's not even close. The next district close is the fourth because of the train and the investment we're doing in the fourth. Second, the fourth right now has significant investment going on right now. Where I live in the fifth, we've got a couple things going, and but this is where the action is right now. That's why it looks like this. That's why the doctor's upset. I get it. We're going to be done, according to our engineer, by the end of the year. That's great news. So, all right, let's move on. Sorry you feel the way you do, sir. I hope I wasn't too rude, but it's hard to hear something like that. I don't agree with you at all when I hear you say that. So.